Princess of Pop Britney Spears was arrested on Wednesday evening at 9:30 p.m. in Westlake Village, California. Full disclosure, I am a huge Britney fan. I'm going to break down everything that I know about her arrest. I spoke to the Ventura County Jail. I spoke to the California Highway Patrol. So all I know are the facts. There have been some other reports from TMZ. They claim to have sources. They always have amazing, amazing sources. So I will touch a little bit on what they said, but that is not exactly my report. So I can't really vouch for it. But I first and foremost want to say I really hope that Britney gets the help that she needs. I don't think that help is from her family. I think that they have been very toxic in her life for a very long time. However, I don't claim to know everything. I'm not part of her inner circle, but I love her and I'm rooting for her. So, first things first, what I usually do when I hear about a celebrity arrest, I want to see if they are in jail. I want to see if they have been detained, if maybe they were detained at one point and released. So my tool for that is Vine. I go to Vine, and Vine is this great service where you can pretty much search any state and they will tell you if someone is an inmate at a particular county jail. And remember, this is jail, this is not prison, so you can't use it for, a state prison search. So the first thing I did was I typed in Britney Spears, and it was showing that she was still detained around 9 a.m. Eastern time, which now we know that she actually had just been released from jail because she was released 6 a.m. Pacific time. So I did notice something very, very odd first and foremost. And I'm thinking that maybe it's a clerical error. Maybe this is just something in that jail that happens frequently, although I haven't really seen it before. I'm hoping it's some kind of defunct error and it wasn't on purpose, but you will see what I mean when I show you this. But this was the jail record in Vine. So it says Ventura County Sheriff's Office. It had her booking number. I was able to get that in full after. But you'll see, it says her race is Asian or Pacific Islander. And I was a little bit confused about that. I just didn't, I don't know. I'm like, did she enter that herself? Perhaps I wouldn't think so, but I don't know. I'm thinking again, it's just an error, but who knows? So I contacted the California Highway Patrol as well as the Ventura County Jail. And first, I will share with you what the county jail told me. Let me go up here. Okay, so this is the email I got from the public information officer in Ventura. Sorry, I'm going to make myself a little bit bigger so you don't have to, totally not see me at all. But and yeah, you can also read it for yourself. But it says that Britney was booked into their pretrial detention facility at 3:03 a.m. and cited and released at 6:07 a.m. for a violation of 23152G of the California Vehicle Code. She was given a court date of 5/4/26 at 8:15 with the Ventura County Superior Court. The arresting agency was the California Highway Patrol, and I would refer you to them for further details. Now, I had emailed the California Highway Patrol, and I had actually FOIA'd some stuff from them hours earlier. So I was like, yes, I knew that they were the arresting agency. Got it. And, just for the record, I mean, as a reporter, a journalist, we are kind of trained to FOIA request for, the mugshot, possible body cam footage, the arrest affidavit, anything we can get. But I don't want to exploit Britney with body cam footage like at her worst moment. You know what I mean? Like that would not be my intention. Now, if it was Justin Timberlake, just kidding, kind of. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he's trying to block the release of his body cam footage from his summer DUI, which I heard is so juicy because he's being such a dick to the officers, apparently. I feel like Britney would just be so cute and so innocent. But anyway, sorry. So I kind of am thinking I'm not going to get any video, which is fine. I just wanted to know the details. So I did end up getting some initial details from the Highway Patrol. Nothing crazy, but I'm going to go through those details with you right now so you can kind of understand what happened and, why they pulled her over. I actually pretty recently tweeted this. So here we go. New details on Britney's arrest directly from the California Highway Patrol. On Wednesday, March 4th, officers from CHP Moore Park area arrested Britney Jean Spears of Westlake Village on suspicion of driving under the influence of a combination of alcohol and drugs. And just going back to the California violation that I cited from the Ventura County PIO, that did mean driving under the influence, whatever violation I listed. I think it was, well, whatever. You don't have to be under the influence of alcohol for that violation. It could just be drugs. But from what they're saying, it was a combination. So at approximately 8:48 p.m., a black BMW 430i was reported to the CHP's Ventura Communications Center for driving erratically at a high rate of speed on southbound US 101 near the Borchard Road exit in Newbury Park. CHP officers located the BMW near Westlake Boulevard and initiated an enforcement stop. The driver exited US 101 at Westlake Boulevard and pulled to the right shoulder. The solo occupant, Ms. Spears, showed signs of impairment and submitted to a series of field sobriety tests. Ms. Spears was subsequently arrested for a violation, here we go, of California Vehicle Code, Section 23152G, driving under the influence of a combination of drugs and alcohol, and booked into the Ventura County Main Jail. The incident is still under investigation and chemical test results are pending. Britney. Oh, gosh, I feel so bad for her. And I've said this so many times. I've read her memoir. I'm a huge fan. Britney was just done dirty by everybody in her life. She was exploited up until 5 years ago. I mean, it is the saddest thing ever. And when you look back at footage of her, just even footage that was tossed from her reality show where she's crying and she's saying she's unhappy all the time. This is footage from like 2006. This poor girl has been just tortured by everybody, exploited by everybody since then. You look at these interviews that she did with Diane Sawyer, asking her that if she had a shopping addiction. Come on, would you ask that? Would you ask that of a man? A male celebrity? If Justin Timberlake was sitting right there and you saw him at all these stores, would you ask him if he had a shopping addiction just because the paparazzi happen to get her at the moments where she's out living her life, having fun, those rare moments? No. And Britney is from the era of the paparazzi where, you're seen leaving a club like a normal 20-something, having a couple drinks with your friends. I mean, if Britney even so much rolled her ankles or rolled an ankle exiting the club, I mean, she would be deemed shit-faced. They'd say, oh, she's got, crazy drug problems. I mean, and this was back in the day. So yeah, I don't think that anybody should be wondering why Britney is having issues. So I'm going to read to you a statement from her manager, Cade Hudson, who is also her friend, by the way. I don't know if he should be the one making the statement, but he did. So let's see. Cade said, and it seems very serious. I'm pulling this up right here. He said, quote, "This was an unfortunate incident that is completely inexcusable. Britney is going to take the right steps and comply with the law. And hopefully this can be the first step in a long overdue change that needs to occur in Britney's life. Hopefully she can get the help and support she needs during this difficult time. Her boys are going to be spending time with her. Her loved ones are going to come up with an overdue needed plan to set her up for success and for her well-being." I mean, I noticed that he said her loved ones will be spending time with her. He didn't say family. We don't know who her loved ones are. She does have an inner circle. I really hope that they are of a good influence, but it also seems like her boys, they don't spend time with her. And it's been reported widely by Britney herself that she wants to spend more time with her boys. And I think there was a photo of her with one of her sons maybe a week or so ago, but they are really pushing the fact that she needs her children. I think that her children mean so much to her, and they are her main and only source of happiness. And again, if you read her memoir, Kevin Federline, whether he's changed or not through the years, I don't know. But what she depicts of him in the book, it's not good. It's not good. She has supported and funded his lifestyle for as long as anyone can remember. But one other thing that I'll touch upon really quickly that TMZ had reported on through their sources, but again, not my source, not, I'm not certain, I wasn't there, but they said that Britney was very upset and she was crying, and that made me very sad. They also said that, they did take her to the hospital right before she was detained to get her BAC levels checked. And they said that she was found with some kind of liquid or substance in a cup in the car. They don't know what that was. I mean, I'm not sure if that's true or not, but yeah, my prayers just go out to her. I feel for her. I am team Britney all the way. I really do want her to get help. And again, that statement put out by Cade, it seems very, very serious, but it's also like, you're talking about a guy that, I don't know if he enables any type of behavior. He's literally friends with her. I mean, she's been friends with Cade for a very long time. They party together. It's, it is what it is. It's an incestuous industry, I guess we could say. But all right, guys, I hope you found this helpful, informative. I'm a little out of it. I'm sorry. I have a cold. I'm so happy tomorrow is Friday and I can take the weekend and hopefully recharge. So I will see you all on Monday. Thank you again for watching. Please subscribe to Los Angeles Magazine videos. I'm Lauren Conlin.